Living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. When text messages cops be sending and our tax dollars be spending, they're crashing on Tulsa time. All right, guys, we made it to Tuesday, and I have an editorial for you. Yeah. You know, it's funny how sometimes when we do something that's a moving violation in our car, and the cops pull us over, they always want to lecture us. Now, you know, it's not safe for you to be doing this. And you do this and you do that, and it's not safe. And so you need to slow down. You need to pay attention to the road. You're going to get a ticket today. I'm going to give you a citation for this because you need to be more careful. You need to pay attention. And that, right? That's what they do. They give us a lecture. They tell us how unsafe we're driving and how they're not, you just disrupted their day. Now they have to pull you over and give you a citation. But what happens to cops who do the same thing in a police car? We don't talk about it. We blame the other person. Even though it may be the other person's fault, we still blame them. We don't blame the cop. He's just doing his job, man. These cops got hard jobs. It's funny, you don't ever hear anybody say, these school teachers, man, the kids they got to put up with. No, people are attacking school teachers, and of course it's because of a few idiots that slap kids, which they shouldn't do. All of a sudden now all teachers are bad instead of the kids they got to deal with. The snooty little brats that come in there thinking, my mama is a business person in town. I don't give a shit who your mom is. I don't hear anybody say, boy, these sales associates in these retail stores, the customers they have to put up with. They're just doing their job, guys. I don't hear anybody say that. But these cops that are doing wrong out there, well, they're just doing their job, man. Come on. The hard job they have and the stuff they have to put up with, give them a break. Yeah, let them break the law. Who fucking cares, right? We're going to see who cares in this editorial this morning. Comment section below is for your thoughts and opinions on this story. I'm going to put a link to the story in the description box below so you can go read it in its entirety. That's right, coming to us from ABC 8 Tulsa. Thank you, Ethan Hutchins, KTUL staff, which is Tulsa ABC 8. We're going to do an editorial on your story. Out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, new dashcam video release shows a Tulsa police officer texting while driving seconds before getting in a wreck. The other driver was at fault after police say the driver crossed the median on August 15th, 2019. It's something we're all taught not to do, right? Don't text and drive. It's dangerous. You know, does that apply to everybody or just people that don't wear a police uniform? Well, in this case, a Tulsa police officer was caught on camera texting while driving seconds before the other vehicle crashes into him, his airbag deploying in his face. Now, there is a video in this story I'm going to post below. I don't know if it'll work on your Android or iPhone or whatever, but I watched it on my iPhone. I watched the video. It's pretty freaking crazy. Video inside the patrol car shows the unnamed officer on the phone. And dashcam video clearly shows the other car jumping a curb between some trees and slamming into him. Police say the officer was headed south on Riverside near 81st in Tulsa. Neither person was seriously hurt, although the officer did have to go to the hospital. Now, Christina Bonds, who's a neighbor, was said, quote, I think it's dangerous. Bottom line, I don't think anyone should text and drive. She goes on to say it's scary over here anyways with traffic because a lot of people everywhere when they're driving just don't pay attention anymore. So people don't pay attention anymore, but when it's a cop texting and driving, And you're going to hear something here. I think it's going to make you a little mad. Anyway, sorry. That's my pet peeve is people that don't pay attention when they drive. That's my pet peeve. Bonds lives near where the two cars crashed. She says she sees too many distracted drivers. She says even if the other driver caused the wreck, the officer may have been able to avoid it had he not been on his phone. He would have been watching the road and been like, whoa. Boy, I'm on a roll this morning, aren't I? Don't get me started on traffic. But it's true. It's possible he could have prevented that had he not been texting. He could have went around him and went, whoa, that was a close one. It's unclear why the driver crossed over the median, and it's unclear if the driver was arrested or not. But it says they reached out to the Tulsa Police Department today about the crash, but they did not receive a response. I wanted to go back to something. Even if the other driver caused the wreck, the officer may have been able to prevent it had he not been on his phone. Even if the other driver caused the wreck, they're saying in the story that she said. So here we have a police officer that's texting and driving. And the focus of this story is a car jumped the median and slammed into him, causing an accident and the airbag to deploy in his face. The focus of this story is another car jumped the median and slammed into his car, and it caused his airbag to go off. Not that he was texting and driving. Oh, no. He was just doing his job. The other driver was at fault, man. Should he have been texting and driving at all? Now, I've looked here, and I'm going to do something real quick that I normally don't do in my editorials. I'm going to search. And you're going to stay with me while I do this. How about that? Tulsa officer texting. I'm on Google, by the way. And driving. And then we're going to scroll down here. We're going to look at all these different stories. KRMG.com has the story. It looks like KRMG has some pictures of it. I don't know if they have the... Yeah, there's the video. Oh, my God, these pop-ups. Why do they got pop-up ads all the time? What is up with that? Welcome to America. Now, it says here, TPS, that's Tulsa Police, I guess, confirms the other driver crossed the center median and is at fault. However, the department adds officers are taught to not text while driving. The officer can have demerits placed on his driving record as a result of the accident. The officer can have demerits placed on his driving record as a result of the accident. Will he? Probably not. He was in a police car. He was doing his job. But they say they are taught not to text and drive. Do you know how many times I drive through Yucaipa and I see Yucaipa deputies with their knees at a stoplight and then they start going again? I do that. I'm getting pulled over. Do you know how many times I go by Yucaipa cops and they're like this, driving? All the time. Well, they're cops. They have to use their phone. That's part of the job. What, to break the law? I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. I got to go, man. It's terrific Tuesday. And a happy editorial for you. Community Leo Watch, let you know what's going on with Leos. That's law enforcement officers across your nation and Tulsa and everywhere else. Let me know what you guys think. Story will be in the description box. Love you guys. I don't know if I'm going to have an editorial tomorrow, but I will have an update on something. That's tomorrow. I'll be in touch with you tomorrow. Don't worry. And then we'll be back Thursday and Friday again with some more editorials. Love you guys. Happy Tuesday.